F3TV, live from Conor's little banter attic. This week we'll discuss physicality in sport and whether or not it's a necessity. Is it a good thing, a bad thing, help or a hindrance? I'm joined by Conor Kelly to discuss physicality in sport.
Considering you just said my little banter face, I should be here, shouldn't
I? It came about, like I said to you off air, it came about in a pub conversation about a Dublin footballer who is apparently wonderfully gifted. I don't watch inter-county football, but he doesn't have that killer instinct.
This is Gaelic football, by the way.
This is Gaelic football,
for people who
cross
the water.
It got my mind going for a discussion for something that we could talk about in terms of sport. We think it's important. Culturally, Irish people think it's important. I think English people do as well to a certain extent. I think it's a hindrance personally. I don't think it's a good thing to have. But are there any merits to it? To being physical in sport over being slight and skillful?
Yeah. Well, I do think it has to be a marriage of both, though. You have to have natural ability and talent as well at the same time. The best examples of physicality in football in the last couple of years for me were the Atletico team, the Simeone team that reached the Champions League final. That team were nasty, tough, aggressive, but they also had a lot of footballing ability. They could keep the ball very well. They mixed the aggressiveness of the English game with the technique of the Spanish game. And I always refer back to Rob Connor's amazing piece he did for Eurosport like last season. Basically, he was talking about how it was great that Simeone and Atletico brought back the nastiness of football. That, you know, it's okay for footballers to go a little bit crazy at times. Like it's okay for a manager to come out there the pitch and, like, you know, attempt to punch another. Yeah.
Well,
in the heat of the moment, because football's an emotional
probably
game. But when physicality is all you have, I think that's a major problem. And look at the Irish national team. The players aren't encouraged to look after the ball. They're not encouraged to use the ball in inventive ways.
And this is coming from the crowd as well as the above with coaches and stuff like that. Yeah. Because you do hear it when you sit in the Aviva.
You'd get the impression,
say the most ridiculous things.
You get the impression that people in the stands, the average punter, will be happier to see Ireland lump the ball long from a tall striker or play it out wide and whip aimless crosses as James McLean does every game.
And of course tackle hard.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Win tackles, you get the sense that they'd be happier with that than aside trying to play the ball on the ground and maybe... See, there's a term that everyone uses, being too soft.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, but it's just... I just personally don't think that you have to be physical in sport. I think if you're a good player and you're physical, well and good, you can take it to an extreme degree, like Tony Pulis' Stoke, where there's nothing in that side except for height, aggression,
Peter Crouch's
infringement of the rules a lot of the time. Peter Crouch's head. But they still achieved. You know, so you can win with that. So I suppose that there is a huge merit to it. But I think that the merit is that fans will eventually get sick of it. They never get sick of you playing nice football.
Primary example, last season, Chelsea, under Jose Mourinho. They were a physical side, and they tried to rough PSG up in the Champions League. But PSG were more than the match for them physically. And with 10 men, they played Chelsea off the park by using the ball well and protecting it. Because in foreign leagues, not only can they play at the intensity that English or Irish teams can play at, they also have the technical ability to look after the ball and keep it and use it intelligently.
That's a great point. Yeah.
And they're tactically flexible enough to adapt to the situation at hand. Whereas you get the sense that a lot of Irish teams and English teams, particularly our national teams, aren't adaptable.
As well as that, like you say, with the continental teams, they can mix it up. But they are all trying to exclude people just because they're not tall enough, just because they're not big enough. Whereas in England and Ireland, there is a huge, especially at the youth levels, you see players getting turned away, getting told not to dribble. Wasn't that a story from your footballing days as well? When you play football,
don't dribble the ball.
Don't dribble the ball.
It's like there's a quota. You have to be if you're not over 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Barcelona disagree with that.
Yeah. They do this with goalkeepers as well. You'll always see it in punditry and stuff. They come into the goal and say, "You're not big enough to be a goalkeeper."
Yeah.
No. Is he good enough to be a goalkeeper?
Exactly.
Surely that was the first question.
But that was how often did they level that at De Gea in his first season?
Yeah.
How he can't deal with a high ball. He's not physical enough.
No, that's how United moulded him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Of course, he wasn't good before that because he couldn't claim a couple of crosses. Remember that? It's just, I don't know. I think when you focus too much on physicality, you definitely suffer long term.
Yeah.
If not in the short term, I definitely think you lose control and also you've only really got one dimension.
That's it. It's one-dimensional football.
I think the ultimate aim and the ultimate thing to take from this is that if you're going to rely on physicality, if you're a coach, is to get that marriage, like you say. You still need good footballers. You can't just keep giving it a go.
Yeah. Well, again, back to Atletico Madrid. Last season, Diego Godin, who's arguably the finest defender in the world. He is a defender who out and out defends. He proved that he can also he can also play with the ball at his feet.
Yeah.
So he's not just a big, strong, powerful guy who happens to be, a very, very good defender. He's also capable of protecting and using the ball when he has it.
It's okay to be skillful and nasty.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. So that's our take on physicality in football. But what do you think? Have your say in the comment section below and subscribe to Final Third TV. Follow us on Twitter at @the_final_third. Thanks for watching.